Good morning, our listeners. Welcome on our video today. Today we are looking at Mt Kenya politics. We are looking at the battle for Mt Kenya Kingpin. Ama kwa Kiswahili tunaangalia ni nani anaweza kuwa msemaji wa jamii ya Mt Kenya. Because as you know, Mt Kenya community has been having political kingpin, and that person has been Uhuru Kenyatta, but now Uhuru is out, and now we have men who are fighting for that position. Ni nani ataweza kuwashinda wengine? Because when you look at we have 9 guys here who are fighting for that position. We are going to check one by one, and we are likely going to get the one who is likely to become Mt Kenya Kingpin. But before we do that, we request you to subscribe to this channel if you have not yet subscribed. To the subscribers, we really want to thank you guys for your support. Today we ask you one thing. This video here you are watching, we request you to hit the like button, and this video will be recommended to other viewers. Now let us come back to our topic today. The battle for Mt Kenya Kingpin. Who is likely going to become the Mt Kenya Kingpin? First of all, we want to know who is a kingpin in Kenya politics. Who is a kingpin? A kingpin is a person who actually can speak on behalf of other people in the community. Like for example, in Kenya we have very many communities, and you will find that communities have their kingpin. This is the person who can actually direct a community on the direction to take politically, socially, and economically. And when you look at the kingpin in Kenya, we look at the origin. That person most likely who becomes the Kenyan community kingpin, or the communities must originate from that community. That is the first thing. The second thing, they look at background. You should have the political base, that is, he can command votes from his community. The other thing we look at when we look at kingpin in a Kenyan community, we look at wealth, the amount of money that person is having. A rich person is likely to become a kingpin. A poor person cannot be considered to be a kingpin. He cannot represent the community. Money is a factor that is actually considered when communities are looking for their spokesperson. Then the other factor we look at is the influence. The person should have influence in the community, across the whole community, or areas in that community. Like when we talk about the Mt Kenya, that person must be relevant in the whole of Central region and part of Eastern region. And that person should be known. He should have done something so that he can have the influence. Then the other factor and the last one is the connection. That person should be well connected. He should have a connection in the grassroots. If a person is not connected in the grassroots across all the areas, then that person cannot become a kingpin. Now let us come back to the people we have in Mt Kenya who are most likely going to succeed Uhuru, who is under consideration to become the Mt Kenya Kingpin, is Mwangi. Yeah. This person in the last election, he ended the service party, that is TSP, and that party made him to vie for MP of his constituency, and he was elected. And we have said this person is not known across Mount Kenya because he has not visited there, he has done nothing for those people in some places, and beyond Laikipia, Mwangi is not known. In Nairobi, he does not have supportable base in Nakuru, places like Tharaka-Nithi, Embu. It does not have support, and we said for you to be a kingpin, you must be able to command vote and support across the region, and he was the member of parliament for 3 terms, and then he lost for governorship in 2013. So in terms of support, this man can be supported by his people. He can really be supported, and because he is not having support across the region, then we cannot say that he is the one who is the spokesperson of Mount Kenya. Another person is Mwangi wa Iria. This is a man to watch, because now he was the governor of Murang'a for 2 terms. He ran for 2 terms and he was successfully elected. And in the last election, he ended the Usawa kwa wote party, which was vying for presidency, but IBC denied him that chance, and therefore he was not on the ballot. But in terms of support base, people of his area in Murang'a, they support him so much, they trust him. You see, when they were there with Raila, even after being threatened not to take politics there or not to have that function, you can see he successfully conducted that function, that event attended by the Azimio leaders, and he was able to address these people who are very many, and they were ready to listen to him at the town center of Murang'a. This can tell you that the support base is very firm for him. And before he joined the politics, he was at KCC, that is where he was working. And you can see he has now been politically active. Recently, he has been politically active to counter Gachagua. He's saying that he is the real son of Mau, and Gachagua is not, is a fake one. And therefore, you can see he is coming up. He's coming up very strong with his policies and with attacking the current regime, which has not implemented what they promised Kenyans. And therefore, you can see if we continue like that, he is most likely going to get more support in Murang'a and across the country, because now he is joining Raila in demonstrations and fight against the cost of living, against the high cost of electricity, and so on and so forth. The next thing that is also interested on becoming Mt Kenya Kingpin is Ndindi Nyoro. This is also another person to watch. He has vied for MP, that is Kiharu, for 2 terms successfully, 2017 and 2022. And when he was elected, and is number 2, he defeated him with a lot of votes. This one can tell you that people like him so much, and is known to perform. He's a performer, because now when you go to his constituency, people praise him because he actually perform, and you can see that he is very firm in his decisions. He decided to follow UDA, and even with all the threats that were focused on him and others in Kenya Kwanza, they were able to stand firm on their ground, and finally they won the election. That is, his allies, his ally Uhuru was elected because he's a very close friend of Ruto. He's a very close friend of Ruto. He is not known much other region in Mount Kenya, like in Embu, places like Nakuru, places in Nairobi. He cannot actually command votes because we say the Kingpin must command votes. He cannot. He can also not command vote in regions like Tarakaniti, places like Meru. He cannot command vote, and therefore, as we talk, he cannot claim to be the Mount Kenya Kingpin. However, he is a potential. Most likely, with time, he's going to grow and even become the president of the Republic of Kenya, because he has a lot of potential. The next person is Kimani Ichungwa. This one was the MP for Kikuyu from 2013 till now. He has been retaining that position, and he actually defeat is number 2 with a lot of votes. This one can tell you how he is liked in his constituents. His constituents love him so much, and he is not known across the Mount Kenya region. He is very known in Kiambu and Nairobi. However, in other places in Mount Kenya, people do not know Kimani Ichungwa, and currently he is the majority leader in the national parliament. He is also known to talk so much. He can say anything. This one is the likes of is compared to Moses Kuria, who is also can say anything. They are too loud. They cannot keep quiet. Sometimes they say what is due to be kept. And Mount Kenya, as we said, they may require a person who is not too talkative, but also very firm. And when they talk, that person talks, he should talk a lot of sense and with a lot of respect. And therefore, as we talk, he cannot claim to be the Mount Kenya Kingpin. Cannot be the person who is the spokesperson of Mount Kenya. The next person is Muturi, Justin Muturi. This was known very well across the country when he was the Speaker of the National Assembly during the Uhuru term. He entered into the politics in 1999. So this one is alleged he has experience in politics, and you can see he supported Ruto during the campaigns, and he could actually command votes in Embu. In Embu, he could command vote. He has a support base in grassroots. He has support. In terms of connection, Muturi is not known beyond Embu. He can command vote in Embu and Kirinyaga. However, in places like Nakuru, Nairobi, Kiambu, places like Rakanidi, he cannot command votes, and therefore we cannot say that Muturi is Mt Kenya Kingpin. The next person is Alice Wahome. Alice Wahome. This one has been MP for Kandara since 2013 up to now. But for now, he was appointed as CS Water, and you can see this person has a lot of support base. It's actually supported by his grassroots people. That's where he has been able to secure that position for quite some time. And he is known to talk much and to be rough. Alice Wahome is not known much in Mt Kenya region. He is very well known in Kandara, that is Murang'a, part of Murang'a, not the whole of Murang'a. No, Alice Wahome, he cannot command votes in some part of Murang'a. He can also not command votes in other counties in the central region. So we cannot say that Alice Wahome is the Mt Kenya Kingpin. Neither will she is she going to become one, because Mt Kenya or Gema people, they are known not to place women in top leadership positions. They like men. That one you can see it through the last election. Mother was on ballot with Raila, and despite that she was from Mt Kenya, they decided not to vote for her because she was a woman. Therefore, you can see that Alice Wahome most likely he might be in a top position in Kenyan government, depending on our calculations. But Mount Kenya people cannot actually make her to be their spokesperson or a kingpin. We thank you for watching this video to the end. We believe that you have some information now and you have enjoyed this video. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, we request you to consider subscribing to our channel. Also, we request you to like this video. To the subscribers, we really want to thank you guys for your support. This channel has gone this far because of the support that you have given to us. Until next time, thank you for watching.